Hello and welcome to New Mexico Rising. My name is Dan. You know, each and every week we bring you things from across the country to talk about right here in your neighborhood. And on this week's show, we got this.
My favorite thing in the world to do is laugh. I believe that laughter is healing, even in, just dramatic situations.
I am in. My dubious mind is like, when I go to the nail salon, what are they saying about me?
Oh my God, that is so funny. I never thought of it like that, yeah.
All of that and more right here on New Mexico Rising. You know, it's that time again. Sunny skies, open highways, and a trunk full of snacks, not tank. According to a new survey from Pilot and CampSpot, Americans are embracing quick weekend escapes, scenic drives, and the simple joy of the journey, even if you have a tank or a trunk full of snacks. So here to share the top travel trends and how to make the most of your summer miles is Derek Panfil, Chief Merchant at Pilot. Welcome to the show, Derek. How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
All right. So let's kick things off with this survey you guys have. What are drivers telling you that they want this summer?
Yeah, we did this survey and we like to see what the trends are during the summer. That's our peak travel season. And what we found out was this year, people are looking to find these, what we call pop-up escapes. 1 to 3 days, doesn't take a ton of time, a ton of planning, but lets people get out of their kind of everyday stresses and be able to go maybe discover something new, make some connections with family and friends. A lot easier than planning a 2-week trip overseas, being able to take advantage of just hopping in their car and seeing where they can go.
So what other trends are popping up for the 2025 travel season?
Well, I think one of the biggest ones is that people are looking to make their dollar stretch farther in terms of creating memories, creating connections. So that's why with these pop-up escapes, we think are really going to be the trend this summer. And people, when they're out there, are really looking to find connections, create memories. I know some of my best memories growing up were on road trips that we took in the car. And so 62% of our respondents said that's really what they're looking forward to this summer, not breaking the budget. In fact, 67% of them said that they wanted to spend under $500 and be able to travel less than 500 miles to a destination to visit family, friends, or check out something new.
And with so many people on the road, what tips do you have to try to make travel days easier and maybe even more fun?
Well, we all know that travel can be a little bit stressful, especially if you got kids. So I think the number one tip that we say, even though these are spontaneous trips, just a few minutes of planning ahead around where your stops might be. Make sure you got some of those electronics charged up. You got enough cords in the car, right? You check your fluids. But a little bit of pre-planning helps out a ton. So figuring out where you're going to stop so you don't have to get off an exit and hope that they've got clean restrooms and they've got all the food and snacks that the crew's going to want in the car. I'd say that's probably the biggest tip to have, just a little bit of effort. Downloading something like the Pilot app allows you to be able to plan where you're going to go stop, also makes it easier for the kids so they're not always asking you how long until we get there? What are we doing? Gives kind of defined where you're going to go, and they know what they're going to get there.
And what are some of the ways travelers can save money while fueling up or stopping along the way?
Yeah, it really goes back into that pre-planning piece. If you download the Pilot app, we've got 10 cents off gas. That certainly helps. Nobody wants to spend more money than they have to. We've also got free BOGO drinks and deals on all sorts of snack items as well as food items in this store. So that helps your dollar stretch further when you're out on the road.
And how is Pilot trying to get ready for some of what's expected to be a big travel season?
Yeah, we certainly expect it to be a big travel season on the road as people are looking to make budget-friendly trips. We're actually hiring 7,500 team members that we call journey makers, that are looking to be able to make it easy for you when you're out there on the road.
All right, and finally, where can people go for more information and maybe plan their next road trip?
Well, I think one of the easiest things to do would be to go to pilotflyingj.com/summer. It shows our deals, will allow you to be able to check out where all our locations are. Also can get you to the app, and I think that'd be a great place to start to figure out how to make your road trip super easy.
Derek Panfil, thanks for joining me this morning.
Yeah, thanks so much. See you out there.
Whether we're walking through the door of our homes or our jobs, it's something we take for granted every day. The safety of the building, from the foundation to the roof, electricity, and to the plumbing. Who makes sure all that structure is safe? The answer is something everyone in our community needs to know.
Building Safety Month is celebrated each May. This year marks its 45th anniversary. The 2025 theme, Game On, shows us building safety is a team sport. John Belsick, CEO of the International Code Council.
We all want to feel safe in the buildings we use every day, but many people may not realize that behind every wall, wire, and beam are building codes that specify how all the components of a building should be constructed to create safe and resilient buildings that protect us at work, at home, at school, and at play.
The International Code Council is a not-for-profit membership organization and a steward of the building code development process. New builds or renovations using international codes or I-codes are better equipped to withstand hazardous conditions, help ensure accessibility for everyone, and help save energy.
The work of the local building department is important. Consider a rewarding career in building safety. We encourage you to get involved and be part of the team.
Visit buildingsafetymonth.org to learn more.
For many families, summer vacation doesn't mean rest. It means game time. If you're one of millions of parents heading to sports tournaments with your kids, don't worry. Caryn Antonini is joining us with some great travel tips to help make this season easier. She's a travel expert and a mom who's on the road most of the year. Hi, Caryn. Thanks for being here.
Hi, thanks so much for having me, Abby.
Caryn, youth sports used to be more local, but now there are a lot of families that are spending their summers on the road. How has this changed the way that families vacation?
Oh, it's changed so much. I mean, we're no longer, relaxing at home and having a long summer vacation. Instead, we're figuring out travel logistics, kid schedules, work schedules. It's a year-long commitment, but year-round, but it's worth it. We get to watch our kids play the sports they love, and they're healthy and active.
And what tips do you have for families trying to manage a busy travel sports schedule?
So I would say plan ahead as much as you can. I'm a planner, and I think that's what removes a lot of the stress. So as soon as I know our destination, I dive in and do some research. I find things like the local landmarks, the history of the place, and most importantly, where the kids are playing their games. So that way, when it comes to accommodations, I can plan accordingly. You need to choose a hotel that really caters to families and has family-friendly amenities. It makes a huge difference in terms of comfort, convenience, and affordability. So, for example, IHG Hotels and Resorts offers amazing options and perks for families, and brands like Holiday Inn Express, Avid, Garner, and Staybridge Suites offer a complimentary breakfast, which really saves time and money, and they have some amazing menu options there. Staybridge Suites also has outdoor spaces, which are fantastic because they also include fire pits and grills. And that's a place where even after the games, where all the families can gather, have a barbecue, enjoy, all the kids can burn off some extra energy. And, if you have a property with a pool, of course, that's amazing. Nothing beats a post-game swim.
And since a lot of people spend time waiting at games, what are some easy ways to keep kids entertained?
So I like to bring along some compact fun, some small games, deck of cards, Uno, Mad Libs. It's great for the kids who are also tagging along, and they can play games with other kids. I also, I like to choose a property that has a pool, or like I said, one of those great outdoor spaces, because that's a great way to, if you can pick another family and say, hey, do you want to go back and forth and take some of the other kids to the hotel, relax and enjoy your time there. And other kids can go, the other kids, while they're at the game, they're playing. It's really a family affair, and having even the fire pits and the grills later on, the whole travel family can gather around and feel like it's a little bit more of a vacation.
And what are a few must-pack items to bring through those long days at the field?
So the must-haves, the packs, I would definitely I always reach for my tech travel bag because it keeps all our chargers, our cables, our adapters, everything right in there, because that's really critical these days. The other thing I have is a mini health kit, which I keep loaded with lots of Band-Aids, Neosporin, Advil, things of that nature. And it's really helped me in more than once. And also a great stash of snacks like energy bars, fresh fruit. And again, that cooler, it's essential groceries, that kind of thing. It's going to save you money at all those mini marts. And kids are always hungry. So you do have it right there. It's a win-win.
And where can our families go to find more helpful travel ideas?
For travel ideas, well, you can head to ihg.com/youthsports and you can check out all their amazing options. They truly have great family-friendly hotels. And you should also check out IHG One Rewards for their rewards program, because every time you stay, you earn loyalty points, which you can use at a future visit, which is really awesome.
Caryn, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me.
Do you ever wish your summer tech could keep up with your life and your lifestyle? Whether you're traveling abroad or just hitting the backyard, there's a new way of smart accessories designed to make staying connected a whole lot easier and I guess cooler. Today, we're joined by multimedia lifestyle expert Justine Santaniello, breaking down the latest innovations, including some surprisingly stylish AI-powered glasses from Meta. Welcome to the show, Justine. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
All right. We got to get down to the basics. What are some of the, coolest smart new accessories out right now for summer?
Yeah. So listen, I don't want people to be overwhelmed, right, when they hear tech. We could start small for some tech items that'll just make traveling this summer easier, right? So I'm talking about portable chargers with the cords already built in. I'm talking about e-readers. Luggage trackers are a new big one. If you're going to be working, let's say when you travel, you want to make sure you have a portable hotspot, maybe a portable monitor. Suitcases have come such a long way. I mean, you can get a suitcase now with built-in charging stations. And travel adapters have also come a very long way. You could get one that works in over 200 countries. And then, of course, make sure that you get a organizer for all of these different items so that you could keep track of them and none of the cords get tangled together.
And traveling can be chaotic. Are there any gadgets that help us disconnect when we actually need to?
Yeah, well, listen, I'm a big fan of an e-reader. I love them because you can load up hundreds of titles before you even start traveling. You don't need Wi-Fi access in order to get them. And then it helps you to avoid buying an overpriced book at the airport, right? Lugging that around with you. And then also one of my favorite tech items right now, the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. These do allow you to put your phone away, yet still be connected in whatever way you want to be.
All right. I'm a kid of the 90s, so whenever they say cool or they showed people that are actually being cool, like Bart Simpson or Donna from Twin Peaks, they always put on their glasses.
Yes.
And look, I got my own set, Ray-Ban glasses. I use them for the show here. Sometimes I record stuff and pop it on the air here. So what else can they actually do?
Yeah, so okay, maybe I'll even tell you about some features you might not know about. So the Ray-Ban Meta glasses have AI built in. So for anyone that isn't familiar, you can see now from the two of us, these are stylish, right? They're the Ray-Ban styles you know and love. I'm actually wearing a new frame style. It's called the Skylar in that cat eye shape. They're really combining style with cutting edge technology. So some examples for you of how they can work. When you're traveling, let's say you see a historic landmark or a monument and you have questions. You can ask the questions in real time to your glasses and get real time answers. You can wander around a city, taking in the sights, listening to music or your favorite podcast without having to pack extra headphones. And really, probably one of my favorite features about them is that you can stay in the moment while capturing moments. So I have two little kids. When I travel with them, there is no time to go into my bag, get my phone, and take a picture of them. By that time, the moment is gone. So with the glasses, I can take real-time moments, videos, photos, while staying present.
I totally love these. I love the fact that you can ride a bike, wear them, and you don't have earplugs in, so like you could hear everything that's going on around you, so it's a little safer for you. That's one of the things that I absolutely love for it. I also hear that they could translate. I haven't used all the features, all right? So I'm asking you to teach me because I don't know how to read a manual.
Hey, listen, I get it. It could be very overwhelming. Language translation is a new feature that is incredible. So imagine, right, being in another country, being able to ask for directions, have a conversation with someone without the language barrier. So you can choose from English, Italian, French, Spanish. You could have a conversation with someone in real time and hear them through your glasses in your preferred language. And then when your conversation is over, you can actually view a translated script, essentially, of your conversation for you, for them to take a look at. You could do this even when you're in airplane mode. It's very easy to use. All you have to do is say, hey, Meta, start live translation. That's it.
I am in. My dubious mind is like, when I go to the nail salon, what are they saying about me?
Oh my God, that is so funny. I never thought of it like that. Yeah, I mean, listen, you can now imagine. I think a lot of people have anxieties over traveling to different countries because of the language barrier. Now that's kind of taken away. I mean, this can also do currency conversion for you. It can remember where you parked your car, directions. It's really amazing.
This is the best. I'm trying to take notes to figure out what else I need to know about these glasses that I own that I barely use, only just for like music and stuff. If somebody wants to check them out, learn more, where should they go?
Sure. So you guys could go to meta.com/AI-glasses. That'll give you all the information. You could see the different styles, the price points, everything's right there.
Gotcha. All right. I was just joking. I'm never going to eavesdrop on anybody, but thank you for hanging out with me, Justine.
Hey, I kind of like that idea. Don't tell anybody.
I'm trying not to get in trouble. Stop calling me out.
Many parents try to protect their kids from every little struggle, but could that be doing more harm than good? Today we are talking with Gigi Schweikert, parenting and education expert from Lightbridge Academy, about how to raise stronger and more independent kids. Hi, Gigi.
How are you doing?
Great. Are today's kids having a harder time bouncing back from challenges?
Unfortunately, today's children are having a more difficult time of bouncing back. And that's what resiliency is all about. Our ability to deal with things that don't go as we expect and be able to renegotiate, re-navigate, and plow through when things are not going our way.
What's one of the best ways to help kids become more independent?
So I think there are several ways to do it, but I think if we're going to focus on one of the best ways is to recognize that children are a lot more independent than we think they are at very young ages. And so I think it's critical that we take the time and build time into our days that we can let children explore and do things on their own, whether that's getting ready to get outside, whether that's putting together their backpack to go to school, any of those types of things that are easy for parents to rush in and get it done ourselves is to be able to step back and let children do it themselves.
And how can parents and caregivers find the right kind of support?
Parents need a lot of support. It is the hardest job that you'll ever do. And I think the greatest support comes from within. I think the idealism of parenting and the expectation depicted on social media today is inaccurate and unattainable. And I think it's really important for parents to give themselves a break and to let go of guilt, to let go of judgment, surround themselves by people who share their values, look for people who are a little further along life's journey, whether that's relatives, people in the community, or your place of worship, where you can get some people who you can be vulnerable with in parenting and be honest about what's happening, and they can help you. Also, 91% of parents who have their children in early childhood programs or preschools see that their development of their children is significant, and that development includes resiliency.
And where can our families go to get more helpful info?
So you can get more information on growth and development and specifically resiliency at lightbridgeacademy.com.
Gigi, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
What happens when a working mom becomes the most powerful woman in her state and still can't get her family to listen? Tyler Perry's She the People is the Netflix comedy about a newly elected lieutenant governor juggling politics, a chaotic household, and a boss who still thinks it's the 1950s. So today we're joined by Terry J. Vaughn and Jo Marie Payton, who brings the laughs and the family drama in this bold and funny new series. Welcome to the show, you two. How are you?
Thank you. We are fantastic. That was the perfect description of our show. Thank you.
Thank you. For those that are just like hearing about the show, how would you describe She the People in your own words?
Oh my God. Well, you did that so well. Yes, Antoinette, my character Antoinette Dunkerson, becomes the first Black lieutenant governor in the great state of Mississippi. And we watch her navigate that path with a governor in place that does seem like he's stuck in the 1950s. That was perfect. Also, she's balancing that career path while at the same time juggling her home and family life with a very colorful family, a very nosy and bold speaking family. So navigating those and raising two teenage kids in the world of social media, co-parenting with an ex-husband, and dealing with a very, very nosy mom is set for fun. Set for fun.
But listen. We're proud of her now. I'm proud of her as a daughter, and they're happy about their mothers in their position. But we still want to do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I still want to go to the casino. I want to be with my friends. We'll go fishing. I'm retired. I want to have a good time. I don't want everybody all down my back asking her where your mama going now. Who is she with? 'Cause I still like my boyfriends. And then her children, they still want to be with those phones and stuff and all. They don't want to tap in their phones with their conversations. Listen, we got business to take care of. We got stuff to do. But we're also not ignoring that we got issues in this world.
And also it's extremely funny, keeping the laughs going. What is the balance between comedy and reality and bringing those together on set?
I think the funny is based in reality. Like all the storytelling is totally relatable topics, things that we are seeing, stories ripped from the headlines. So it is very grounded in reality, but we laugh. Like my favorite thing in the world to do is laugh. I believe that laughter is healing. Even in, just dramatic situations, sometimes you just got to step back and you just got to laugh at the ridiculousness that we are living in, that we have to navigate through. And so we wanted to create this show to be able to address real life issues that we are dealing with, but give it to you in a digestible way where you can laugh, but also you can think and maybe start some conversations around the issues and around the things that we present.
It's just like an example I can give you because I don't want to use it every time. And I'm real concerned about children not having breakfast in the morning, having food to eat when they go to school and all, because I'm one of 9 and we went through that. And also, but the funny in it for me would be if they did take the program out of school or whatever, like they have, son, that I say, something, I saw a little peepee and he was hungry. Tell that boy to stop by my house before we go to school so I can give him something to eat. And then I may start a protest. We don't know. The show has so many veins to it. Yeah. And because we have so many issues and so many things that we want to fix and make right and make you feel good that you helped us make it right. Until the funny is going to come out of that. That you might pass our house and see me outside with the barbecue grill, big one there, with pots on there, and I'm slinging grits. Say, come on here, boy, and get something to eat before you go to school or whatever. That brings us to the fact that it's important.
Yeah,
that's an important thing. It's important that teachers ain't got enough, because I see Sally at Walmart.
She gets all riled up,
Walmart,
right?
She ain't got what she needs. Girl, come over here. Get some more paper. So when you get some more things, so you go to school. We have to address their health. I go to CVS. I'm going to say it. And I got to go pick up my medicine. Why I got to pay for this? How about y'all want me to die, right? It's something funny about that, but it's real. That's real. That's real.
You got it?
I got you. All right, Terry, Jo Marie, thanks for joining me this morning. Don't miss the Laugh Out Loud comedy that happens when politics and family pretty much go head-to-head under one roof. It's available now on Netflix. She the People. Check it out. Thank you, too, for joining me this morning.
Thank you. We love you.
Thank you so much.
If you're a parent or spend much time with a child these days, chances are you know who Bluey and her sister Bingo are. The hit show is full of memorable moments for the whole family. Now they've partnered with another familiar brand to bring the magic of Bluey into your kitchen. Let's take a look.
Kids love Bluey, Bingo, and their adventures. Now something new aims to bring Bluey to your own kitchen. New Bush's Bluey Baked Beans launched recently at an event at camp in New York. Mom, actress, and entrepreneur Ashley Tisdale was on hand and tells us more.
I'm so excited to be here for the launch of Bush's Bluey Baked Beans. We're humongous Bluey fans, and we're also huge fans of Bush's beans. So it was like a perfect partnership.
And 6 grams of protein per serving is good news for moms.
And they're so nutritious, and it goes with everything. And so for us, it's just like they have truly made, like Bush's Beans has made it a lot easier for me in the kitchen. We truly are humongous fans. And half the time I'm like, what should we watch? Let's watch Bluey. I'm like, let's do it.
Find new Bush's Bluey Baked Beans in a store near you and recipes online at bushbeans.com.
All right, I got my Hawaiian shirt on, and the reason why is because I got this guy here.
Hey!
What's going on, Amy?
2025, we've been talking about it. We got to do it again, man. We got to go back to the beach.
We're going back to the beach.
Yes.
Too.
Because the season is about to change, and we're about to turn it up as we get ready to get into summertime. May 31st is what I'm talking about specifically.
That's like before the summer, but yet the beginning of the summer.
It kind of is. And the great thing about it is that we're going to take you back to the beach.
This throwback party is a deeper throwback, so we're going to the 90s.
Last year we did the Y2K dance party. This year it's a 90s dance party. And not only that, we're going to have DJ Way Funky holding it down on the ones and twos, mixing it up for you. And we've got a special invited guest.
The butterfly, that's old. Let me see the Tootsie Roll.
The 69 Boys.
1994, 69 boys backed up by the quad to the DJs. One time.
The 69 Boys!
Can you do the Tootsie Roll?
No, I don't think I can. I'm going to have to learn before now and then. But also, they do Kitty Kitty.
That's your favorite song.
Hey, Baby Cass loves that song.
Oh yeah. He holds it down, man. Now, what we want to let you know is that you can get your tickets right now, holdmyticket.com. Don't miss out to be a part of this big celebration. We're going to be kicking off summer the right way with the Hustle 1013. The Hustle fam's going to be there. Danny G's going to be there. DJ Way Funky's going to be there. And the 69 Boys.
That's how we're going to do it. Let's kick off summer right with the biggest event of the year so far. One of the first,
May 31st, it's all happening at the Oasis Event Center on the west side, next to the Cottonwood Mall. You might have known it as the Salt Yard West.
Oh, okay. When you said the Oasis, I was a little confused. When you say Salt Yard West, I remember that spot.
Oh, yeah.
But it's now the Oasis?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good name. I like that place. And I heard they remodeled.
Oh, it's going to be awesome, man. We're going to be there. We want you to be there. Make sure you jump onto holdmyticket.com and get your tickets right now. And they have cabanas available for a super good price.
I think we need some Hannahs and bananas for the cabanas.
Don't start all that.
And that's it for New Mexico Rising. I want to thank you for tuning in and checking out the show. If you actually want to be on the show, just email me. That's newmexicorising@gmail.com. We're on social media like Instagram and Facebook. You can also follow us on YouTube so you can like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff they say on YouTube all the time helps us out too. And until next week, that was New Mexico Rising.